listening to the Ochoman Behind the Eight Ball, only on Ignotainment.
I'm always on the old black list or something.
Without further ado, the one, the only Ochoman.
I'm trying to live my life and it just makes me so wild and mean.
Hola muchachos, my friends. It's Friday, March 13th, and we got a great show for you. We've got Armand in the studio. We've got Tony.
Hello, Ocho.
And we got Chris.
Good morning.
How we doing?
I'm not doing bad. Not doing bad, guys. Hey, I'd like to apologize to my listeners out there. This week we only had one show. I tell you what, they got everything going on in the studio. It's getting bigger and better. We've got some great shows. This Let's Get It On with Big John McCarthy and Sean Wheelock. I tell you what, this is taking off here on our Ignotainment network here. And I tell you, the studio's getting bigger. That means we're going to have bigger shows too. We missed out on you guys, but we do have a Friday show.
Are we doing 2 hours today?
No, you know what? We'll do as much as we can. If we're having fun, if topics are good, if you're not boring me too much or ripping on me too much, we'll keep the shit rolling. Hey,
you never rip on him.
Oh, he rips.
You
on
never
me.
rip on him.
Oh, no. Make comments about his lack of breeding and culture.
Well, you're the one that came out with and found this.
I found a good story, yes.
Yeah, you found out that
disgusting.
What was that? If you're by yourself, which he's by himself all the time.
Well, there's no doubt about it.
Right.
This is a lonely man, Ocho man. This is a lonely middle-aged man,
and the
who's
article,
now just awaiting.
Why don't you shut up and let the fucker
no,
talk?
He's interrupted me.
Don't interrupt while I'm interrupting.
Just awaiting death. It looks like.
No, well, that's what's happening. Apparently, being alone is more of a health risk than being obese. So you're going to outlive me.
Well, now that's a shot at me. I
Yes,
just got you to talk.
He was just having your back.
yes.
Yeah, I had his back, and he throws me under the bus.
Yep.
Thank you for allowing me to insert that.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I got something you can insert, you prick, you.
I think I just inserted it. I can't feel it anyway. I just Tony had to show me where my phone was. It was right between my
I had
legs.
to point out where your phone was.
Yeah, he pointed
I couldn't
out.
feel it. I'm numb from the waist down. Neuropathy.
All right, in sports news that's going around, and
let's
Chip
start with
Kelly.
that.
Chip Kelly of Philadelphia. I tell you what, guys. He dissected this team, and now he turns around and tells people in Philadelphia it's all about finances, that we can't have Shady a part of this organization. We're going to trade him off to Buffalo. We can't afford him. And now he just brings in DeMarco Murray, and he pays him $8.5 million, and I think he's got a guaranteed $20+ million on the contract on that too.
Yeah, this guy's got about $50 million wrapped up in his backfield now.
This guy's so much full of shit. It's unbelievable.
Well, he is. He's a college coach taking a stab at the NFL, but you know what, Ocho? I have a sneaky feeling this is going to work out well for him.
I didn't read his comments. What did he say? That it's not a well-run organization?
No, I didn't get that part.
Oh.
Did you get that part?
No, I didn't get that part.
I didn't get
He just
anything.
making
I
stuff
didn't get
up
anything
there?
from that. What was that whole?
The part I got was he didn't like McCoy.
He didn't like Shady McCoy, so he turns out and tells the public in Philadelphia, which, you know what, they're smarter than this. He tells them that it's not, it's not about having him. We just couldn't afford him. So what's he do? He invites DeMarco Murray to visit Philadelphia, and he offers him $8.5 million, same money that McCoy would have wanted.
So you're accusing him of hypocrisy.
I'm saying this guy is so full of shit. It's unbelievable. Every time he comes up with, and you know what gets me is he's trying so hard to be a Jimmy Johnson, but the thing with Jimmy Johnson, I don't know. He might have the hair. Does he have the hair?
like
Not that tight. He doesn't have the entire hair helmet Lego hair that Jimmy had.
Right, I remember that.
He's on to something here, Armand. Ocho, what he's trying to do is peg it.
Ochoman is on to something.
He's trying to peg it like Johnson pegged it with the Cowboys back in the '89 season when he said, Herschel Walker, gone. You, gone. Everybody else,
but
gone.
But here's the thing about that, though. Jimmy Johnson had use of draft picks. He wanted to make something happen with the draft picks. That's what the whole thing was. This guy's not giving up any. I mean, he's not getting anything for his buck. I mean, what is he getting?
Interchangeable
He's getting
parts.
Bradford, a quarterback for the Rams that's washed up. Wouldn't you say he's washed up? I haven't seen this guy.
You have to be something
Certainly
to
on the
have
decline.
been washed up.
Well, the guy's got no fucking knees. The guy's got no knees.
But he never was anything.
Yeah, I hear you. And now they're saying, oh, we're going to have the Oklahoma backfield again.
Great. You know why?
Fucking deal.
Great. Because here's what defenses will do. They'll load up. As you know, they will load up. They won't worry about the deep ball because that guy can't throw one. And, captain check down, which is Sam Bradford, never throw a ball over 40 yards, never throw one over 30 yards. They'll kill him.
Yeah,
the better defenses will eat this alive.
I totally agree
and
with you.
And Chip Kelly is going to learn that what worked at Oregon against the likes of Washington State or California doesn't go so well against 4 and 12 NFL teams who aren't that bad in reality.
Why would you get rid of Macklin, Deshaun Jackson the year before? He's gotten rid of some premier players, man.
What happened to Macklin?
Why? He went to Kansas City.
Oh, I didn't
He
know
went
that.
to Kansas City. Chip Kelly's cleaning house, but it's a no rhyme or reason type of cleaning house. I don't
So
see.
you want to make a projection as to how the Eagles will finish this year?
I do.
All right,
I do.
please
I'm
do.
telling you right now, I think that the over and under on games should be about 8.
So you think about an average team?
I think 8 is a pretty fair number. I would say it's below that, but you know what? 8 would be a good Vegas line to start them off at.
They play in a bad division other than one team.
But again, 8's still respectable.
It is.
If they get 8, I don't think they could get 8 myself. I think their defense is going to be out on the field a long time.
I just see the stupid touch football that Chip Kelly wants to play. I see the NFL becoming this, though, Oach. That's my problem with this.
Well, we don't want any concussions.
Well, going to your stories right now, is the NFL doomed in the future?
Yes.
And I tell you this
Yes.
because you're seeing a lot less kids going out for football now. Are you going to see below average players in the NFL 15 years from now, 20 years from now?
Yeah, everyone's scared to death of head injuries.
Well, what
scared
sport are
to
they
death
playing,
of concussions. Yeah, they're playing soccer and baseball.
Well, there's a lot of head injuries in soccer,
a lot
too.
of lacrosse.
Yeah, but
You're not hearing about it though.
Yeah,
you're not hearing about it on the news every now.
But I've
That's
read
not
articles
obvious.
that heading the ball causes concussions.
Yeah, but you're a
over
smart
and over.
guy.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. And you know what? No one brings that up. That
I just
ball.
brought it up.
Yeah, I know you just brought it up, but I'm saying the public doesn't even hear about. What is that? An 11, 12-pound ball with air?
It's not the pound; it's the force that you're going to be impacted
Mass
with.
times acceleration.
But when you look at heading a ball in soccer versus running across the middle and taking a full helmet-to-helmet blow with a running back hitting,
but that's a repetitive. I mean,
and it's repetitive. You may head a ball, I don't know, 10 to 12 times in a game.
Well, how about practice though? I remember that's the one thing I was good at in soccer.
Was giving head.
You walked into
you're
it.
getting me back for that obesity shot.
Yeah,
aren't
of
you?
course I fucking got him back for that one.
All right,
That was
we're even.
unbelievable.
Okay,
Yeah, okay, now we're even.
I'll take care of that.
Well, let's not start sucking each other's dicks quite yet.
Yeah, it's a long show.
But Ochoman, is the NFL doomed? I don't know
No, I don't
that
think
doomed, but it's
I don't
going to
think it's
be.
doomed.
It's going to be so much different than what you and I grew up watching
And playing.
That Ochoman, it's going to be a different sport than you played.
Do you see any kids playing pickup football games anymore? That's very rare.
You're right, but it's even more rare to see little kids in full gear hitting each other too. I don't see it that much anymore, like I used to.
Well, what age did you start playing?
I started playing when I was 8 or 9.
Full pads.
Full pads, and we were hitting each other. And I tell you what, we had a coach
Was that
named
Pop Warner? Is that what that was called? Pop Warner?
I don't know what the hell that was.
Yeah,
called.
I mean,
I don't know.
that's
Had
the name of
name.
it in a
Pop
lot of
Warner.
places.
What the hell?
Were you in punt,
it's
pass,
like the
and
league.
kick?
It's
I did punt, pass, and
I
kick. Yeah.
I always wanted to do that. You were in that?
Yeah.
You kind of look like that Kansas City coach now that did it. What's his name? That used to do the Philadelphia coach. He used to be.
Oh, Andy Reid?
Andy Reid.
I don't look like Andy Reid.
No, when he did that, he was the big kid. And
I was.
Did you see the old clips of him doing that?
I was
Those
a big
kids were
kid.
amazing. They punt that ball 60 yards.
Well, keep in mind you're not punting an NFL-sized ball generally. In those.
Okay. Well, I
Oh
didn't
no,
know
you
that.
weren't.
I
No.
know that.
You would use an age appropriate ball. Because I started doing that when I won. I was lucky enough to win one, and we went to some place where Dan Deerdorf was the host and everything. And you're not kidding. I remember a 13-year-old hitting a punt at least 50.
Oh, I know.
At
It's
old-
amazing. And
yeah.
they're accurate, too.
Yeah. I tell you what, I think it's not only the safety reason now, but these kids, they're in front of a fucking TV. They're playing video games a lot more. Now they are the Troy Aikman, the Tony Romos in front of that TV screen, and they're not leaving the house. At our age, we didn't have these video games.
What do you think
we got
about
now.
the pink shoes during Breast Cancer Awareness Month?
I think that's beautiful, man.
I object to that.
Why? Why the
Because
fuck
it's pink.
you, Jeb? You
Can't
fucking...
I don't. Not that I'm on the side of breast cancer. Just does it have to be pink?
Yes.
Oh,
Armand, America's breast cancer advocate.
Yeah.
yes.
Against
I'm
global warming.
Yes,
For breast cancer.
I'm for global warming.
Kill the
too.
fucking polar bears.
Yes,
Armand
that's right.
at Ochoman.com.
Look, they wear the pink shoes.
Tell that fucking guy at
address all
San
your
Antonio
complaints
to
to me.
back off me a little bit and go after this clown.
That's what I was going to say when you asked what time of
I like him.
what type of football you played.
That man's
I think that guy would say
salt of the earth.
argue that maybe you didn't.
Armand, they wear pink shoes, and some of the guys
They have
have
pink towels, to rub the
pink
ball.
towel and a pink
Come
glove.
on. Can't they come? Isn't that
It's one time, twice. It's a couple times a year. What the fuck?
whole
It's
month.
representing.
No. They do it a home game and the corresponding away game.
You know what? It's for cancer, and the God
I
God
know,
bless
it's a good
the
cause.
women that
It's
they're
just-
fighting it, and you're a fucking Satan.
it's
You're the
just
devil.
the wrong color?
What do you want them to
That's
wear?
their color.
Orange or something.
It's
What do you
not
want,
doesn't
lavender?
represent the fucking cancer.
Yeah, but it represents. You know what it represents.
What? Gay?
I've never seen you wear pink. I don't think you're.
If
I don't
it
think
was
you're
around
so
at that time, I
certain
would
in your
have worn
manlyhood that you would ever wear pink.
I would've
I
fucking
mean, you're
wore
a
it.
borderline.
Okay,
Come on,
yeah, I'm
you're
a
in the
Viking.
You're in the
No,
closet.
he wears salmon, not pink. Salmon.
Sorry, well, it's
I would
all
have wear that
salmon.
too if they want.
Eggshell, magenta.
Oh my god!
All right,
Prick you.
But just have to wear pink.
All right.
Pussifies the game. I don't like my game. All right, and I'm a wrestler anyway, so the hell
Yeah.
with it.
Oh, that's real manly. By
Well,
the way,
we don't wear pink.
tossing each other around, getting them in a fuck missionary position, and you guys lay there for at least 5 seconds.
See, it's
like
a very
that.
subtle sport.
It's a
You never
subtle,
have
yeah.
quite grasped the subtleties.
No.
So you wouldn't wear pink tights
No,
for
I wouldn't.
wrestling,
No,
breast cancer awareness month.
No, I'm aware of breast cancer. Everybody I know is aware of it. And they don't wear pink.
Will Ferrell.
Just put it on the back of your singlet or your beware of cancer. How about that?
yeah.
In big bold black letters.
Black letters.
Put it on your helmet.
Black crimson collar.
Armand loves
throw
stuff
some
that-
blood in there.
Big, bold, and black.
That's how you like them.
That's just my coffee. That's the way I like it.
Yeah,
All right,
we'll
proceed
talk
to that.
later.
All right, you guys are all ganging up now.
Well, you're very
you
negative.
opened up here, man. And 13 minutes into it, you're
Yeah, we have a clock now. We can tell how long it is. We just wasted about
Telling
3
ya,
minutes on that.
We're in the big time.
Wow. What else do we have?
Well, the studio is getting bigger.
I
tell
know. We
you.
have
Look at-
curtains, and we have that on-air sign that lights up.
Well, we had that
It's
before.
like laughing.
Hey,
We
also
had that
everyone on the website today, on social media and Facebook, we're going to upload a little video clip of
A little tour of the
everybody,
studio?
Everybody in here while the show's going on.
Is that what you
can
were
see
doing while walking around?
Yeah.
I was in a heated argument
Yeah,
here.
yeah, well, you can see
I don't know,
what
it kind of takes away some of the mystery, doesn't it?
it does. It is so. So maybe,
I don't know if you
so
watch
maybe
the
we
video.
won't. So maybe we'll edit this out.
let's keep it. Let's keep it secret.
You just don't want anyone to know what you look like, so they can't come to your house and find you for being anti breast cancer.
Well, that was another 30 seconds we knocked off the show.
Will Ferrell,
Will Ferrell.
he was part of
guy.
10 major league teams last night. Yesterday, during the day and into the night. I mean, the guy
Oh,
was.
yeah. I saw that
he
clip.
He even hopped on the pitcher's mound, pitched one batter.
Oh, did he? What happened?
to the Dodgers.
What
For
happened?
the Dodgers, that is.
Did the guy get a hit?
The guy tried to bunt, and he threw. the guy.
What a poltroon.
The guy got
Bunting.
thrown out.
Who was
Will-
was a
Will-
little midget? Excuse me, the small person.
Eddie Goodell.
Eddie Goodell. Remember
St.
him?
Louis Browns.
Aren't they? Isn't it okay to call them dwarfs? Are they? Is that?
I don't because we were just talking about how they found dwarf galaxies. Did you see that, Tony? They found some new.
They found dwarf
found
galaxies.
new dwarf galaxies.
They probably have dwarfs there
And,
too, right?
Ocho
Well,
didn't
by
know.
definition, they would
Ocho
have to
thought that
have
was
dwarfs.
a politically
I'll
incorrect
smack
term.
you in the mouth. I'm Neil Diamond.
I don't know where'd
that come from?
It's
but
Will
I
Ferrell.
like
Will
Oh,
Ferrell.
oh, okay.
Jesus
Oh, okay.
Christ.
All right.
Well, how'd Will do on the mound?
He wasn't bad. I mean, he threw his like before the batter got up there. He had a couple wild ones.
Yeah,
They
I saw
were
the
up in-
video. It looked like a media circus on that mound.
And I think they should have left him in for one more batter. He pleaded to Mattingly, and
That's beautiful.
Oh, well, I gave him the hook, huh?
yeah, he gave him the hook, and he didn't want to give up the ball.
Good.
So
He should have just ran into left field with it.
It was good. It was good. I mean, we need that for spring
Who
baseball.
is having a better life right now than that guy?
So I guess baseball's not doomed.
No,
okay
baseball's
there.
fine. But you know what? I got a little thing here. It's with that guy right by you here, Tony.
Uh-oh.
We do this fucking fantasy thing every year.
You and
okay?
Tony?
Tony's part of the. He has a team. This son of a bitch has Mike Trout. He will not even consider trading Mike Trout. He has the worst fucking team on paper.
No, I don't.
You have the worst team.
No, I don't.
You finish worst every fucking
No, I
time.
don't.
And you know what the commission said this year? If you don't shape up, if you don't make one trade, you're going to be out of.
I've already
fucking
made a
league.
trade.
You've already made what? You met your quota already? No.
There's no quota on trades.
Does he have black players on his team?
Yes.
Oh, he's got.
All right, we'll
he's
throw
supposed to
you
have a couple Hispanic players
Yeah.
too.
Oh, no Dominicans, huh?
But,
But one of those.
But the guy doesn't. I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you, we're going to be doing this a while.
Okay.
I'm going to give you a report every week on.
Has that started already?
Look, let me give you a report to start, Armand, because here's how it happened last year. The Ochoman, his team, whatever it's called, it has some
Oh, you have a name?
silly name.
Do you have a name
It's
for it?
diaspora, prick. It's about Armenia.
Okay.
Well, that was actually the Jews were diaspora first.
Okay.
Okay.
No,
So we
now
face
it's
each
us.
other in the first round of the playoffs.
Not you over here.
Okay. We face each other in the first round.
Yes.
He is losing all week. His
He doesn't
diaspora.
lose, and he doesn't lose well.
Diaspora.
It's diaspora. is how it's
Diaspora.
pronounced.
Yeah.
They're
that's what
losing
I
all
said.
week. On Sunday, he
That's the
basically
name of your baseball team?
yeah, it is.
That's my baseball team.
On Sunday, he's basically conceded. He won't return text. Nothing. He's radio silent.
Well,
he
that's
is
typical.
lost in a meaningless game for the
What do you mean
San Francisco.
meaningless. It's not meaningless to me.
You weren't paying attention to it anymore.
Oh, I was paying attention to it.
In a meaningless game in San Francisco, Bruce Bochy decides that he's going to get my pitcher, Tim Lincecum, some wash-up work. Throws him out in the seventh inning, and Lincecum abruptly gives up 3 runs.
Hey, remember that Bugs Bunny against the Brooklyn Bombers?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah.
His
That's what
slow
they're-
pitch. Remember that?
Yeah.
The slow pitch.
Oh,
That's
it
what
was
they look.
beautiful.
The other team looked like they had a huge tree at home plate, swinging
I
it.
fucking called my partner up. I go, you know what, dude? We got a good shot again. And sure enough, this guy's leaving him in there. And you remember the Brooklyn Bombers, right?
It was the
remember
Gas
that
House Gorillas.
What was
I
That's
the
remember,
name,
right,
the Gas House Gorillas.
Right.
And these guys got big fucking trees.
Right.
It
I
was
like the one where he's in
beautiful.
the circus. Remember that with Bruno, the Russian, the trapeze artist?
No, I don't remember that.
Yeah.
When
I
you said
jumped
that,
1,000 feet into a block of cement on my head yet. Remember that?
Well, that was pretty damn good.
Yes, that Bugs Bunny tricked him into that.
Wow.
So he did
Wow.
it. Yeah.
No.
That's how his vaunted team advanced.
I still
into-
beat you. I
So-
still beat you.
Because
I still
Bruce
beat you.
Bochy
I don't
threw
give
it.
a shit how it happened.
Well,
You were
you
out,
take
and
credit.
I won the league.
You know, that's something else
You were
we gotta
down
talk
and out.
about. How rotten the cartoons are these days.
There are no good
They're
cartoons
horrible.
today.
Horrible.
There is
you
no-
watch them with your kids.
they all
did?
look like they're on steroids.
Yeah, right. I know. That's what the He-Man stuff,
Yeah.
which was okay, actually. But now,
No, it's
There's no
it's-
Bugs
it's
Bunny
Gone,
and
it's gone out of hand because back in
Yosemite
those
Sam.
days, back in the
Foghorn
back in our
Leghorn.
days, Foghorn
Foghorn
let me ask
Leghorn.
you guys this. I now wouldn't be
Politically
politically
correct at all.
I mean, this fucking guy is taking something to enhance him against
that's
Bluto.
right. That's correct.
Yeah.
Performance enhancing spinach.
Yeah. This guy. Before
Plus, you
it
look at
was
olive
okay.
oil. She'd probably have
What
implants.
the hell would you fight for that stick for, man?
Yeah.
No, that it never rang true.
And remember,
never rang true.
You know who else?
Let me ask you a
Alice Sagoon would be.
Alice-
Alice Sagoon would be. You can't say that. That's
Goon.
politically
Yeah,
incorrect.
You can't say goon.
No.
Did it bother you during the because I'm a Warner Brothers cartoon connoisseur? Did it bother you when Bugs Bunny used to get dressed up in drag?
No, I never
Yeah,
object.
I never
I don't
thought
remember.
about
No, he does on quite a few occasions actually.
Which ones? I never.
But there's a whole bunch of them. Where
Yeah, I remember this.
There's a whole bunch of them. I had a friend write a college theme paper on is Bugs Bunny transgender or a transvestite.
Jesus. This is what's wrong with society, and it started way back in your day. Then your fucking partner brought all this upon us.
His partner?
He didn't bring it upon us.
Why
Bugs did.
would you bring that up?
The artists at Warner Brothers, they're the ones drawing
It's
it.
no big deal. We never thought of Bugs Bunny as transgender.
Well, he has no genitals.
It's a fucking cartoon.
I'm just commenting on the way he was or she was drawn.
Was there anything funnier, though, than Bugs and Elmer, where Elmer just repeatedly gets shot in the face, or when Daffy repeatedly gets shot in
the
the
one with
face?
Daffy.
It was that part where shoot him, don't shoot him.
Yeah,
shoot him,
right,
shoot
right.
him,
Shoot me now.
Let's try that again.
and he gets shot.
You don't have to shoot him now.
Right. Shoot me now. Shoot me now. Right. That was funny. That was very good.
That was part of our life in my
Duck season,
duplex.
shoot! Yeah, that was great.
Rabbit season.
Duck season.
Rabbit season.
But I still like Foghorn Leghorn the best.
Oh, dude,
He was
the
hilarious.
best.
Just
are you kidding
Foghorn
me?
Leghorn was hilarious.
I say now,
yeah,
boy.
there you go.
You
Some
can't-
yuck about a boy don't play baseball.
You can't talk
man.
like that anymore.
Oh,
either.
no. What you got there, son? A little sody pop? Watch you make it fizz. That chemical blew up.
Beautiful.
I got to tell you, the weirdest one, though, for me, and
Another transgender
No.
cartoon.
Here we go.
No,
You ruined
no.
another one.
Who was
prick.
it? Yosemite
it's
Sam was
Pepe
gay.
Le Pew. Because
No,
essentially,
he was a hetero.
No.
essentially, he's
Pepe-
trying to rape a cat in every single cartoon.
Pepe Le Pew would
He was
be a
great.
stalker and a raper.
There you go.
Yeah, come my darling. Yeah, remember?
Yeah, really, man.
Yeah, he was great.
We
He was
try to
great.
stay away from Pepe's now.
Exactly. It's the French rapist.
Pepe would be a sex offender. He'd have to register.
Hey, you remember the duplex my duplex?
Talk about sex offenses.
Oh,
my
Jesus
God.
Christ. We had some parties,
when
didn't we?
when we were young. Oh, God.
Those were the days.
Protect your daughters, will you?
Now
From
all
guys
we
like
are.
us.
Now all we are is.
I remember that girl you had. Well, I won't mention any names.
Yeah, don't bring
She
up
was
it.
in love with you.
that one.
Oh,
Yeah.
She did anything. He even had to call me and ask me. She asked me what she wants me to do to her. So what should she do? And I gave him some suggestions.
Oh, yeah. I had to call Dr. Ruth on this
Yeah.
one.
The most perverse thing. And can you imagine on this
Actually,
man's
Dr.
person?
Armand, literally.
Yeah.
Yes, I had some sex advice.
Yeah. You had to play Dr. Drew, huh?
It was taken.
The foot doctor became.
That's somebody I'd like to get on the
Sex
show, Dr. Drew
Dr. Drew.
Which one's that one?
Yeah,
Love line.
from Loveline.
Yeah.
He's on.
was
on
on-
Headline News now, CNN.
Oh.
Did
you hear that
And
a
Adam
scandal
Carolla
about,
had Loveline forever. He's got.
What does he talk about? He talks about sex? Is that what?
Yeah.
Oh, he and
every
Carolla.
medical
TV?
sex.
No.
It
Back
was,
in the.
It was on MTV for a long time. Yeah.
Dr. Drew. I know Dr. Oz is supposed to be
No,
a
no,
fraud.
no,
Did you hear about that?
Doctor.
Yeah, he's a fraud.
Yeah, Doctor. Yeah, all of Oprah's people are frauds.
Imagine
Ooh,
that Dr. Oz, a Turkish guy, being a
Oh,
fraud.
is he Turk?
Oh, yeah, total 100%
Wow.
Turk.
Well, he's not playing for diaspora.
No, he won't be on my
No
show.
way.
Now, Dr. Drew
He's
used to have
just
a
been banned from this show.
Now, I'll tell you this though. I'm sorry, Tony.
Don't apologize. Just interrupt.
I tell you what though. I do have Turkish buddies on my
there he is.
on my Facebook
Oh, good.
that have openly said, you know what, John God damn it, I gave my name out again. They go, hey man, we have accepted it, and you know, our group, we as my family, we have accepted the Armenian genocide. So you know what, those people, I have nothing but love for those.
Oh, because they're not denying.
Oh,
any-
Jesus said, just
I don't know about that. I remember 30 years ago you were.
I know, but I've
weren't
changed.
quite so loving. Yeah,
You remember that?
Yeah,
when
let's
we went
blow
to
up a bus. I remember all that stuff.
Whoa,
Yeah,
whoa,
yeah,
whoa,
let's
whoa.
go to Istanbul and throw a bomb in somebody's
I
cradle.
never said that. You got to cut that one out.
That one's gone.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, leave it in.
I'm
said it,
talking
damn it.
about when we went to the nightclub.
You want to throw a bomb in the nightclub?
Fuck your bomb. I never said bomb.
He wanted to
douchebag.
bomb somebody. I remember that.
Ocho, man, you can't say bomb in an airport.
He was drunk.
Bomb, 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 bomb.
I hooked up with a Turkish guy at a nightclub,
wow.
and me and him got into it, and the guy kept telling me, "Hey, I don't know what you're talking about or anything, but it's changed so much in my life now to where
So as long as they accept it and they
I'm totally
admit it,
down with them, and
Okay.
they could even come to my house.
because I
and
remember
could have
now that
dinner
the
with
100th
them.
anniversary is, I remember the 75th anniversary.
Yeah.
And I was in Chicago downtown, and we had a Armenian demonstration, and right across the street, the Turks had a demonstration denying everything. That never happened.
Yeah.
Bomb, 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 bomb.
Yeah, that's
Man has a sound effect for everything.
for bombs. And
It's Mel Blanc, right? Man of a Thousand Voices.
Man of a Thousand Voices.
Mel Blanc.
anyway, what
I
you
miss him.
got there? What kind of stories you
Oh,
got?
I got a couple. This amateur surgeon was putting butt implants into women and apparently killed someone.
Well, wait a minute. Why would you go to amateur butt surgery?
I don't know. I think she was cheap. She was a cut rate butt implant.
I think it's unbelievable how many actually end up with these half rate. Like they go down to
yeah.
Mexico to get implants. I mean,
There was when I was in L.A., and this is when I just moved out there, it would have been 96, there was a big story about this Mexican doctor, and I use the term loosely, was
Which
doing a
term?
lipo...
Mexican or doctor?
No, I think
Okay.
he was legitimate Mexican. Was doing a liposuction on kitchen tables. He'd come to your house.
Oh!
Yeah, literally come to your house and do liposuction on your table. And he
How
killed
the
a
hell
couple people.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, right.
After the first one, wouldn't you say, hey, maybe
No, he kept it up for a while.
I'll just hop up on the kitchen table,
Sure,
senor.
it's sterile. Sure. He's wearing latex gloves, soaking his hands in palm olive, and
So is there a repercussion on this
I think
butt
he went to
surgery?
jail. I don't know. There's
You can't
charges
practice
pending.
You cannot practice medicine without a license anywhere.
Well, I realize that, but they're doing
I didn't know
it.
they really did. But she's apparently, I think it's a woman actually doing a lot of butt implants. She had done several, many.
You know what, though? I think a butt's got to look
I wonder what
good.
those look like.
What, is there like
The
more
implant?
butt coming in now or less butt?
Well,
Because
the
now the chicks
Kardashians
are-
I think they want more. Isn't
More
it? Jennifer
ass.
Lopez
Yeah.
look.
Yeah.
Jesus
I don't like
Christ.
that, but of course I don't like a boyish look either, though.
No one likes a
What the hell do
boy.
I? I haven't touched a woman in so long.
Well, you got a date coming up, though.
I do have.
You-
Yeah,
she just
called. We're
gave you
going
a
to
call in the office.
That's tentative, though.
That's
if there's a
tentative.
St. Patrick's Day parade, we're going. But I think I can get her drunk.
What you ought to do, you guys will be walking down the street.
Yeah, I put some scopolamine in
Oh,
her
shut
beer.
up. Don't put any scamoli or whatever. I'm telling you right now, this is what happens. I walk by, I grab her a purse, see, and you go, unhand her, you asshole.
Oh, and then
and then I quickly go, no, hey, don't kick my ass,
oh
man.
yeah, the Sir Galahad routine.
Yeah, and then I go, hey, I didn't know you were with her, man. I'm sorry, and I walk off. And
You think
boom.
that's going to work, Tony?
Tony?
You should give it a shot because what you're doing is this is the old Don Rickles bit where he would he'd be on a date and he'd say, "Hey Frank," he'd tell Sinatra, "Can you come up and say hello to the date and everything?"
Oh wow.
And then Sinatra would eventually come over the table.
I don't know. You think it's better to have Sinatra or the Ochoman come up to the table?
Well, you got to take what you can get, and this is what you can get. So
Sinatra's dead. You
Yeah.
got to deal with the
Yeah.
Ochoman.
exactly.
There you go.
Ochoman's in the house.
In the house.
This is the present, and
In the
now make
dimension.
sure you don't have her at a buffet because I'll forget about you.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
kidding. Or a bar.
Or at a bar.
so Rickles.
The Ochoman roll up in the electric car.
Oh yeah. Today I did something. Go ahead, Tony.
So Rickles would say,
Yeah,
come
bring
over.
the Tesla. Can I borrow your Tesla?
I don't know. Yeah.
All right, Tony, go ahead.
That story is not going to be completed.
No, it's not.
Go ahead. Go
I
ahead.
know. I
Yeah,
forgot
go
what I was
ahead.
talking about.
How the fuck you forget?
So Rickles would wait for Sinatra to come over.
Yeah.
Then when Sinatra would, and hey, I just want to, and Rickles would look up and go, Frank, we're eating here. What? Don't bother us.
Wow. Yeah. Right. So the snub would probably.
And he'd say the girl would be all like, "Wow, he just snubbed Sinatra," and then Sinatra thought it was funny, so they kept doing it.
Sinatra's. I guess the love of his life was Ava Gardner. He
Totally,
really made a fool
totally.
of himself over her.
Yes, I read his biography.
And she married Mickey Rooney. I mean,
his
Mickey Rooney.
yeah.
The little
She
guy?
was married to Mickey Rooney.
Yeah.
He got a lot of tail.
Did he really?
Oh, you kidding? They
So
loved
did
him.
Ava.
Yeah, Ava's a sexy gal.
Rooney,
In fact,
Rooney
Night of the
died
Iguana's on
a
today.
couple
I'm
years
gonna watch
ago,
that.
didn't he?
Mickey Rooney just died last year.
Last year it was.
Everybody. But the interesting about him, if you asked any of the people from the 30s and 40s who the most talented guy in Hollywood was, they all said Mickey Rooney.
Mickey Rooney.
He could play the drums. He could sing. He could dance. He supposedly had so much energy, you couldn't even keep the guy down.
Now
He's
he was
unbelievable.
before the Rat Bunch, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. This is the 30s. Sure.
Yeah.
30s, 40s.
He was a child actor. Sure.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But he supposedly has so much talent. It was
He's
unbelievable.
One of the biggest box office stars in history.
He was the biggest for about 4 or 5 years straight. Him and Shirley Temple.
Yeah, I was just going to say, back
They
then,
like
Shirley
the kids.
Temple,
Yeah.
Rooney, I'm telling you,
Judy
right
Garland.
nowadays, you would have those two together. I mean, they would
Well,
be
he worked.
dating
They were,
each other.
well, they were different studios. But
no, but in nowadays, you see that a lot more in Hollywood.
yeah, well,
where
nowadays
they
we
hook
got-
up.
Who we have? Macaulay Culkin. I don't know who the hell. Child
He
actor
hasn't been
stink.
around. In, that one, the
Dakota Fanning.
Oh, shut up with your crazy words again. There you go. You say that.
It's an
I
actress.
lose my mind there. I forget what
It's
the hell
literally
I'm
an
about to
actress,
say.
Archer.
I'm talking about
Umphaloskepsis.
Beaver, Wally, Tony Dow,
Tony Dow.
Jerry Mathers.
Jerry Matt. Well, he looks terrible.
Fuck, I can't forget about it.
What are you trying to say?
Justin Bieber
Oh,
and
no,
with
he's not.
Miley Cyrus.
No.
He's not with Miley Cyrus, man.
That's
He's with
with
that,
Patrick Schwarzenegger, isn't she?
Selena
Gomez.
No, not Selena. Is it Selena
Yeah,
Gomez?
yeah. Disney
those
Channel
two,
girl.
Those two were together. Boy, this is like a fucking game show.
And you're saying that was arranged?
No, but I'm saying that's what
They're
you see
lesbians?
nowadays. You see, they're not lesbians. There's a male and a female.
Oh, Justin Bieber. Oh, okay.
But that's what you see nowadays. Back in those days,
What do you think about
didn't-
him? Do your daughters like him?
No,
They don't like him.
My daughter, I refuse to have him in my house.
I don't know. He
There's
seems
nothing
inoffensive to me.
I think he's very
Talentless, but
offensive. I think
Why?
he's a little prick. I think he goes to
He's a
Asia.
tool.
And he spray paints the walls and stuff, and then he hops in
come
his
on. Yeah,
and
well,
then
he's a
takes
kid.
off.
Come on.
That's his excuse.
Yeah, that's his
You
excuse.
know what? That's bullshit.
If
you
were
don't do
kid,
that.
if we were kids and we had all
didn't
that
spray
money,
paint. We never spray painted anything.
I spray painted. I
Oh,
spray
you
painted
were-
at school.
Oh, you would.
I got suspended.
You would spray paint.
I know.
What the hell?
Well, I hated a teacher, and
Speaking of Hollywood, I've started my script. My script.
oh yeah, he called me the other day with a. Now, is this a TV series or a movie?
I'm still debating
yeah, see,
it.
we
But,
have, we don't even know that yet. Or is
But,
it a comic book?
but you know what? His thing. Me and you were talking.
Yeah.
Me and Tony were talking, eating chicken wings, just bones flying back and forth at one
Boom, I
another.
can imagine. Ugh,
And
that's a.
we took a little
repressive
breather.
sight.
All right, let me go on with my story here.
Yeah.
And he asked me what your story was, and I said he's doing something about a nurse.
Oh, my story.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Very
And-
intriguing.
And then I stopped, and then I didn't know what his fucking story was. I just made all that up, but I made it up to where I said I like my story.
What he made up was very intriguing.
Better than my script.
He loved it, and I
Because-
said, you know what? I think I'm going to roll with this one, and I started on it. I've
All right, how
I've
much do
come
you
up-
have done?
I've got about a couple pages right now. I've made the main characters. I made the people he works with. I made the mob. I made the mob into Armenians,
Of course.
and the mob's Armenians, and they're the bookies too in this situation. So.
But do they have redeeming characteristics? They're mob guys, but they're lovable.
No, they're not
they're
lovable guys.
killers,
They're just regular mob guys that want
Black
their
hats.
money back.
Oh, okay.
So,
Yeah.
He
anyway.
promised me no soap opera aspects to this show.
Oh,
No,
good.
it's gonna be gravy. They're gonna be going
So
after.
these are
each
very
other.
deep, textured characters.
I don't know how textured. What the fuck you mean by textured?
Well,
but
I'm imagining soprano.
There are a lot
characters.
of layers to the onion, as we say
yeah,
in the
yeah.
screenwriting
You
business.
have
got
bumps
your
all over them.
onions. You got texture.
Very textured.
Warts
you got,
and all.
You got a filet mignon.
Like
all right?
you know how you would peel back Polly Walnuts and see all the layers of Polly Walnuts.
Right, that's that's
The gray
three-dimensional characters, not good and bad, not Manichean.
Who's that Armenian?
Oh, yeah, I knew that was
Armand
coming.
Manichean.
Oh, God.
Yeah, we
Proceed to the next.
we got a
Did
new
we talk about the
character.
dwarf galaxies? Yeah, I guess we did.
Yeah, the dwarf galaxy. What was that about anyway?
They found dwarf galaxies.
What the fuck you mean they found dwarfs in the galaxy?
The guy who found him just happened to be on some DMT.
Look,
when he did it.
the Milky Way has about 300 billion stars, right?
Okay.
These dwarf galaxies have about 5,000, 10,000 stars.
So
they're very
you-
small.
very
galaxies.
small.
But
Small
they're orbiting
galaxies,
the
not
Milky
galaxies
Way.
with
I
dwarves.
got him now,
Right,
boy.
yes, I think he misunderstood.
I like the
Now
concept.
I know what you're
Yeah, they
saying.
discovered these dwarves on these planets and these other galaxies.
I like the
And a very
concept,
powerful telescope.
Yeah.
Hi-ho, hi-ho.
Yeah. I'd rather see a galaxy filled
Hey, I
with
think
the
the last-
Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
Speaking of dwarfs,
Yeah.
wasn't the last Munchkin one of the from St. Louis?
Mickey Carroll, yeah.
Was he the last? He's one of the last
He's
ones.
one of the last ones. I knew Mickey. I knew him since I was a teenager.
Oh, you met Mickey Carroll?
Oh, many times. He
How
used to,
tall was he?
He was very short. Maybe 4'6" in
That's
heels.
not that
That's
short.
not a dwarf, isn't it?
Well, I
think
don't
you got
think-
to be a little 4 feet.
Those are those scary
just a small
lookers.
person. Yeah,
I mean,
that's-
they scare the shit out of me.
Yeah, no.
They're not really short. They're kind of like muscular.
No, he was.
and-
He was not a midget.
chondroplastic dwarfs.
Yeah, he was.
yeah,
Not,
yeah, the aliens.
Big heads.
Yeah.
No. He was not a midget. He was just a.
Yes, sir. Midgets are bad.
Yeah, that's-
word.
What's the word then?
Dwarfs?
No,
Small
that's
person. Two different
little
things.
person. Little
Two
person.
different
What are you
things.
talking about?
Help me out here, Chris.
Hey,
I mean,
Chris,
give
what
him
the
the
fuck's he
definition.
talking
Pull
about?
up the definition.
Even
of
you were gonna have to tell me.
midget and
Take your
and
time.
dwarf.
You can't
Well,
say
speaking
midget.
of
though.
which, all those Munchkins. This is a very interesting story. When they made
there
Wizard
was
of
a
Oz,
witch there.
Don't interrupt again.
Okay, go.
When they made the Wizard of Oz, these Munchkins are these little people. You know, they were more or less thought they were all unique. They lived from all over the country, right?
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, they all put them in this hotel, the Culver City Hotel, which still stands in Culver City, California.
Right.
And apparently, they'd never met each other. They'd never met other little people. So all of a sudden, they
It
had
was
one
a
hell of
happy place.
They were fucking all over the place. They had all kinds
shit,
of parties.
I didn't wanna hear
Yeah,
about that.
yeah. They had Munchkins screwing in the halls. Somebody made a movie about it. They
You're
actually,
kidding.
yeah, they made a movie about it. They were
porn.
running amok in this hotel.
No, they. What Armand is saying is true. Mickey Carroll would talk about.
Oh, did Mickey talk about that?
He would
Oh,
talk
God, I
about
wish I'd
this
met
stuff.
him.
He would. It would always be prefaced with this. Judy Garland was a wonderful person, and then we were running crazy all over the
Yeah.
studio.
Yeah, the studio, but at this hotel. They put them up all at this hotel.
They would just
They
would
were right
all
there
get
in the
going-
hallway.
they were going nuts.
They were going crazy in the hallways.
It was like a scene out of Almost Famous or
Hey,
something at
amazing.
the
What-
Continental House.
What did you come up with over there with the laptop?
Yeah, what is
Gary, you
the...
want to read that? What does it say? The difference between a dwarf and a midget?
Yeah,
Is,
let's hear it.
It says a dwarf refers to someone who actually has an ailment, a medical has dwarfism.
Yeah, a
An
specific
affliction.
genetic
Specific
condition
genetic
called dwarfism.
Yeah, called
Dwarfism,
dwarfism.
right.
And a midget is a derogatory term that refers to a short person.
That's what he called them.
Yeah, and we do
It's
not
also considered
condone...
offensive.
We don't
don't
condone
condone
that.
that term on this show.
Because we've watched them in wrestling, and we like the little
I
fellas.
watched the one with Seika, the porn movie with her and that midget.
Oh,
that
you're kidding.
small
You're
person.
kidding. He got
Yeah,
laid.
did you see that?
No, I didn't
Wow,
watch
look,
that.
That's a great
I
one.
got to ask you guys, have you ever heard of a Brazilian wandering spider?
No,
Have you guys heard this story?
No.
So
Fucking fire away here.
Where'd this come from?
I just
boy.
stumbled upon this. So
That's what the
all
show's
over
all
Europe,
about.
exactly
Stumbling upon things.
stumbling upon Brazilian wandering spiders. So all over the UK. This is or not. I shouldn't say all over, but this has happened in the UK. They got a shipment of fruit from Brazil, specifically bananas.
Well, you
okay,
can see a horror story.
specifically
Right.
bananas.
There's
okay?
tragedy written all over it.
The Brazilian wandering spiders had infected the bananas and started to
got it.
lay eggs. Okay,
Your kid inside the goddamn
inside
banana?
the fucking bananas.
Oh, my God.
So without realizing it, you eat the wandering spider and the eggs, and you know
they're-
what the outcome is?
What?
Hours of erection that is extremely painful.
That's an interesting sequela of... So you
That-
eat
that
these...
is- that's a very sequela
That's very sequela.
question that
so
you threw
eating,
at us.
Yeah, so eating the wandering spider's eggs
Wow.
Oh,
Wow.
wait
results
a
in
minute.
results
Now,
in hours
stop.
long of painful
So-
erection.
Wow.
So what do we do with this now? Do we
Stay
not
away
eat
from
Brazilian?
fucking bananas, I guess.
Yeah. Do we stay away from the Brazilian bananas?
I don't
Not
mind
if you're
that.
Armand. You need
I don't
some.
mind. Yeah, I could use a little
You don't want
priapism.
you don't want a painful.
That's what that's
fucking
called,
boner, though.
That's priapism.
I think for Armand,
What's
all of his erections at this point
Having
are
a,
painful.
having a
No, you're right
well,
about that.
well, I guess that'd be dyspriapism.
Well, guys, we got a new segment now.
Oh boy, it's high time too.
You know what we're doing
High
right
times?
now is we're throwing in one of our Ignotainment commercials in here.
We
to
have a
promote-
sponsor.
No, we
Yeah,
we
we're
don't.
sponsored by Ignotainment Media. Network.
Yeah,
Oh, them.
that's who's
Yeah.
paying for all this. So what we'd like to do is give them a shout out right now. And when we come back, we're going to have our emails with Tio's going to be out here, and
right.
he's going to give us some of I hope to God the San Antonio Village Idiot doesn't
I'm sure we're
chime
gonna
in again.
We're gonna
but
get
in any case,
correspondence.
we're going to have Tio and us four guys kicking back
All
and
right.
enjoying this one.
And anybody who wants to sponsor the show,
Feel free.
yeah, please send us checks.
Let us know. info@ochoman.com.
All of us here at Ignotainment hope you are enjoying Behind the Eight Ball with our own lovable and irascible Ochoman. Hey, don't forget, Ignotainment is full of other great podcasts. If you're a baseball fan, Youth Baseball Talk with Jim Cromer. You mixed martial arts fans, you don't want to miss this. Let's Get It On with Big John McCarthy and Sean Wheelock. For you intellectual types, we've got The Whiskey Philosopher with Jeff Cooper. And auto racing fans, we haven't left you out. This is Spinal Lap with Greg Mefford. Find them all at ignotainment.com, and for sponsorship opportunities, just email us at info@ignotainment.com.
Hey, we're back now, fellas.
Did you pick that music?
No, but I love that music.
I thought
That's
you'd
from
take
the
Guns N'
90s.
Roses.
Oh, no. That's great music right
Okay,
there.
that's fine.
Hey, we're back. It's time for our emails.
That segment.
Emails with,
Oh,
emails
boy.
with Tio.
Vituperation.
God knows what some bitches emailing about our show this time. This guy, I hope he's not part of it again with San Antonio. Is he back?
Bruce is back.
Oh,
boy.
son of a
More
bitch.
acrimony
This guy
and
doesn't leave me
rancor.
alone. But maybe he's after you one time.
Bruce is actually
loves
requesting
me.
a name change. So let's just go ahead and start with Bruce.
Bruce is getting a little too big for his britches.
All
I
right,
think.
Tio, fire away with our email.
Dear Ocho Vag,
Oh, that's
All right.
wow.
I
What
don't
an introduction.
I don't appreciate your half-assed acceptance of a challenge. Combining the manner in which you accepted, along with the fact that you or any of the numbnuts off the show did not respond to my email.
Oh, I thought you meant me.
You need to call me King Cowboy Fan instead of Bruce until you beat me in Cowboy Trivia.
At least it's nuts now and just not nut.
I was going to
Yeah,
say, at
well,
least the guy's consistent.
You went from vag to nuts, so there's
Oh, is that what
there's
he
some
called you?
progress in the
Vag is nuts. I'd rather be nuts than
Ocho
vag, I
vag.
guess. All right, how's this challenge going to go down?
From now on, I will ask you a question on current Cowboy news, and I will also ask a trivia question about America's team.
Who's that?
The Cowboys. I guess he's asking me.
This week's question: which running back has the most career fumbles as a Cowboy?
Ooh.
Well, that's really easy, but you know it's not a fair shake at all. This is Tony Dorsett, and I tell you what, guys, Tony D fumbled a lot, but it was irrelevant games because the Cowboys would come back and win. You know what? I'm getting a lot of shit from people out there that want to burn a DeMarco Murray jersey and all that. Why give him the satisfaction? He is not a LeBron James. Goodbye. Take your shit to the
Wow.
Eagles. We don't need you.
Wow, he
God.
actually called this. He goes, "What are your thoughts on DeMarco leaving Big D?
Ah, there you go, smart ass.
What's your solution at running back?"
Well, I'm telling you right now, there's a Georgia running back out there named Gurley that we're going to go after. Where Todd Gurley will become a Dallas Cowboy. Forget Adrian Peterson.
Who's
He's
your
gonna-
favorite Dallas running back? Was it Tony Dorsett?
Tony Dorsett was my guy. I mean, then came Emmett, but Tony D was my guy, man. Tony
How many
D.
Super Bowls?
I'll
Did
tell
he
you
win?
what, my
he won
neighbor.
one Super Bowl, right? 78.
No,
he won
Super Bowl
against
10, Super Bowl 13.
He won
Am I right?
against
Or 12.
Denver.
Denver.
Super Bowl
right.
12, Denver.
Yeah, 27-10. I remember that game.
And what was the one after that, or was that the last?
It's been a
one?
while after
Yeah,
that.
I
Did they
think-
win again? For
No,
a while?
because they lost to the
wasn't-
Steelers in Super Bowl
that was his
13.
own.
That was his
I
only
believe
one.
that was his
Because
only
Emmett
one.
won at least 3.
Because they had one with the Dolphins in the early 70s.
Yeah, he was still at Pitt then.
Yeah.
No, he wasn't on that team.
So it was.
So he won one Super Bowl.
Yeah, but,
Okay.
but the things the guy did, man, and God bless him, he's having all sorts of problems right now,
the matter with
health-wise.
him?
Well,
Oh.
again, we go back to the fucking concussion. These
is that
guys
what it
had
is?
fucking shell helmets back then. They
Yeah,
they
but
weren't.
OJ has some health problems, and that's what I call justice.
What happened?
I can't walk. Remember we were talking about he needs a knee surgery. They won't let him out of jail to get his.
Yeah,
knee
he shouldn't get out of jail.
Do you remember Dorsett's 99-yarder at the Metrodome?
Yes, against
It was
Minnesota.
on the Monday night game, Monday Night Football.
Monday
right?
Night Football.
I remember
yeah.
that. Sure.
I swear to God, I thought they were going to push him out in the 5-6 yard line area there. Well, by the way, what else does he have for me?
Yes, please. Ocho Vag.
What, was I right about that?
You are correct. And King Cowboy Fan does not have anything else. Are you going to refer to him as King Cowboy Fan?
No, he's still my 8-man football that we don't even play around here.
So Bruce, I will reach out to you this week, and we will try to set up the trivia contest.
Get Bruce back on here because you know what? Real men don't play 8-man football, Brucey. We play 11.
Next question. This is actually they did not put their name on it.
Oh,
one of these.
Anonymous. Yeah. Oh no.
Actually,
Did they tape the words? Because if they tape the words, we're in trouble.
Right, like out of a magazine. Yeah.
So it says, Ochoman, I'm heading out to Las Vegas for the opening round of the NCAA tournament.
Okay, good for you.
Is there any chance that you could give me 3 to 4 teams that you like
Hey, that's right. It's March Madness time. Let's have it.
and a couple of dark horses?
You know what I like to do on this one? Let me have a segment on early next week, and I will give this Mr. Mystery Man. Is he going out there this weekend? There's nothing going on this weekend
For the opening round,
It's
That's
this-
next weekend, right?
It's next weekend.
Thursday, Friday, yes.
Thursday. Okay, yeah, we'll have a show
Tuesday
before then.
Tuesday.
Yeah, we'll have our show Tuesday, and I'll give you guys a couple dark horses to watch, and I will, of course, everyone's saying Kentucky, but if you're in a pool and everyone's picked Kentucky, well, you're not going to make any money here, my friend. So what you're going to have to do is find a team that's going to go deep to take on Kentucky to lose to Kentucky.
Speaking of which, remember last year they were offering who had that $1 billion you had to get all the
get everything correct.
you had to get the whole.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what the odds are against that? It's like
fuck.
I
It's
don't know,
like
5
hitting-
quintillion to 1 or something.
Isn't the
the odds
winning the
get-
lotto?
Twice. Your odds of winning the lotto twice in a row are better than winning that.
Yeah, okay. We'll get right on that.
Who was that? But I mean, who did that? What company?
I don't know. But
So it was
I definitely
maybe
remember
Yahoo, or I don't know. Yahoo did something,
Maybe it was
but I don't know if
Yahoo.
it was
Remember
that.
that? That was I heard that on the radio. It's
They do
absurd.
that every year. Even the ESPN.
I'd like to put
has
up $1 billion
something like
too. I'll bet $1 billion too.
Yeah.
Och, what do you think?
that. I'm
Sure.
all for it.
Okay.
We'll have it insured.
Yeah. In fact, but you have to pay us $10 to get in.
Yeah, why not? We'll do that. Any more?
He has one more question. What do you think of Angel Cabrera at 50 to 1 to win the Masters?
I don't have
What do
any
you think
plan
about
on that.
the wrestling tournament coming up in St. Louis? You got a favorite?
Oh, who's still in it? Is Missouri still in that?
Yeah, Missouri's ranked. They're ranked number 1.
They're ranked number 1.
They're ranked number 1.
Did they beat Iowa?
They beat Iowa
Have they beaten Nebraska?
in Iowa. Oh, they kill it. They didn't wrestle them, but they'd kill Nebraska.
Wow.
So the way
But they're in the MAC. Did you know that they're in the MAC conference
Yeah, I saw that.
for wrestling?
Yeah, because
How's
SEC doesn't
that?
have
It's all
wrestling.
screwed up. Yeah,
SEC doesn't have
No,
wrestling.
they don't sponsor wrestling.
No, so they're in the
That's
MAC.
bullshit. They got SEC gymnastics.
Oh yeah, they got
Title IX destroyed it. Yeah,
That's bullshit.
we have a
No, that's
show,
true.
a
The
special
Title,
show
that's one
on
that Title IX probably killed because you can turn that SEC network
Oh.
on almost every weeknight, and they will have a gymnastics meet
Yeah,
on,
yeah, I know. I've seen it.
and you cannot.
Georgia gymnastic team is damn good.
They're Olympians, but
Yeah.
you walk around, you try to go through the dial and find wrestling.
Oh no! Well, the Big Ten network.
Ten
has
Big
it,
Ten Network's
but
it, man.
They had 330 Division I teams when I was in college. Now they have, I think, 79, something like that.
What's interesting is how they
been
do.
destroyed.
They don't do duels at the NCAAs now. It's
No,
just
no,
a
it's
strict
tournament.
tournament
It's a
format.
tournament
so
format.
team points from the tournament.
Really?
Right, team
So-
points. So Missouri's right up there.
Yeah.
It's going to be Missouri, Iowa, Ohio State,
Minnesota's
and
have
Minnesota.
a decent this year.
The top 4.
You know what's interesting is Mizzou has really turned it up a notch, man. They're not bad in baseball either.
Yeah, in all sports.
In all
They're
sports
really picking
except
it
for
up.
this goddamn basketball. They
They
used
make
to
the
be a
tournament?
powerhouse in
It's one
basketball.
of the worst seasons they ever had.
Yeah,
So they're not going
yeah.
to make the tournament. They're going to go to NIT, I guess.
They're not going anywhere.
No.
They're not
They're
even gonna go to that?
horrible. They're
Come
no,
on.
no, they're horrible. They're horrible.
Wow.
They are
might-
not. They are not the best team in Missouri.
No, he's so right. He's so right. They're not the
They're
best.
not the best team in Columbia.
Maybe a high
That's what I
school.
see. They
I
may
think
not be.
Stevens
I think-
College is better, huh?
Yeah, a Rockbridge.
Isn't Stevens
what's
the fashion school in town?
Fashion and design.
It is. It has like 8 guys that go there.
I used to
And-
bang a gal
and
that went
2
to
dwarfs.
Stevens.
Yeah, 2 dwarfs, 8 guys, and
A
flock of weirdos.
Dwarfs was
I used to have a girlfriend that went to Stevens College. She was hot. Boy.
Isn't fucking Stevens that Animal House? Those the guys go to that.
Oh no, that was Emily Dickinson.
Emily Dickinson.
That's Emily Dickinson. Yeah, that's where they.
Fawn.
Fawn Leibowitz and Shelley Dubensky.
Fawn used to touch me
Oh
like
man,
this.
you remember the chick's name?
Well, she died in a giant
Yeah,
kiln
in a
explosion.
kiln
How you not
Come
going
on,
to
what's the
remember
matter
that?
with you?
I never really got into the
Jeez.
chick's name.
Now, what was the name of the bar they went where Otis Day and the Knights were playing? Some
The
lake?
Dexter Lake Club.
Dexter Lake Club?
Dexter.
Dexter Lake
Whiskey
Club. That's
time
a
with
good one.
Otis.
You mind if we dance with your women?
Your dates.
Your dates?
Guy's hand had to be 1.5 feet long.
No kidding.
Oh,
man. Anything
was
more on
funny.
the
Yeah, we got a
was
couple
funny.
more. This
Couple
one's
more.
More?
This is from Harry in Liverpool.
Liverpool.
Think this
Liverpool?
is
Where?
England?
Yeah, I think this,
Wow.
in United States.
I do not believe there's a Liverpool.
think
in
they
New
were.
There's gotta
Liverpool,
be.
Missouri.
Nah, I don't believe so.
Don't tell me they're listening to us in Liverpool, England.
No, they are.
We got Beatles.
Wow. Liverpool.
All right, go ahead. Let's hear
Yeah.
it.
This is a UFC question.
The American invasion.
Well, UFC question. Why you get with?
Yeah,
Let's
call
get
Big
it on
John.
with Big John there. What are you bothering me for?
This is a Little League
All right,
baseball
all right,
question.
go ahead. Oh, jeez, Little League baseball question with Jimbo.
Hey, what
Hey,
happened?
how do you hit
Speaking of that Little League, didn't they take their? Didn't they take it away from them?
Yeah,
Did
Cromer
you see
turned him
that?
in.
Jimbo turned them
He
in?
turned him in. He thought Edwardsville could get the title. If
Cromer
they
blew
turned
the
him.
whistle
Yeah.
on him. So that's who did it.
So
He dropped a dime on him.
So this question is: after Ronda Rousey's 13-second victory, there's been a lot of talk about her taking on a man.
Yeah, that'd be great.
They're talking about her facing a male fighter in the 125-pound weight class. That's a 10-pound differential from what she fights at.
Yeah.
Do you think the 10-pound advantage would be enough for her to secure a win at that weight class?
Well, I tell you what.
No.
Let's go to our wrestler
And
here.
that's from Harry.
Armand.
No
Armand,
way.
talk to us.
Not a good fighter. I mean, a legitimate UFC. No, he'd kill her. I really think so.
You think so?
Yeah, a trained man fighter would beat the crap out of her.
man, damn it.
So
Yeah.
I mean,
I'd
you
lay
know,
my money on the man.
To
Okay.
Armand's point, we in women's soccer, the U.S. women's national team.
Oh God.
Well,
they
they
can't.
will-
They couldn't beat us. We could put on a uniform
I
right
bet the
now.
women's volleyball team would
They
give the guys
lose.
a pretty good
They
game.
usually lose to 15 and 16-year-old high school teams.
To-
Good teams, yeah.
Really?
The
Wow.
The physicality and the athleticism takes over, and I agree with you, Armand. I think that would probably happen.
Because I know
in this
Olympic
instance.
women wrestlers could never compete with men, even with a 10, 20-pound. It's just the way it is. It's a
You know the
strength
sport that we used to play in New York that
With
the
women?
men and women both played together.
Yeah, I
That was
could-
called buck.
Oh, that was a Fat Albert sport.
What do you mean, the Fat Albert sport? We did it in New
No,
York.
he used to, yeah.
Yeah, but
Fat
that was-
Albert used to play it, but
Yeah.
that's why you know it.
Hey, no,
Yeah.
not.
Did you see that episode where they're playing Buck?
Yeah.
And they got him so fat he couldn't even move? Remember that?
No, I don't
They
know
lost.
about that, but I'm just saying
Yeah.
we
See,
used
they
to
got-
play
they
buck
kept
in New York.
All the guys on the team just gave all their food to Fat Albert because they just thought, you're supposed to crush the other team, right? Isn't that what
You're
the...
supposed to break the.
Right.
Well, you're supposed to line up like 50 yards back, and Rudy would run.
Right, and jump on him.
Jump as far as he can. And then, that's
Yeah.
right.
Well, Fat Albert got so fat he couldn't even jump, and so he shook the ground a little bit when he ran. But
Yeah,
that was it.
that's how he
So
always
they lost.
did it. He always shook the ground. Every time he stepped up
Did you
to
guys-
that rubber.
Speaking of which, did you guys discuss Bill Cosby and his peccadillos?
It was a while back. Did we mention
Did you guys
that?
talk about that?
Yeah, we talked a little bit about old Bill.
What was Ochoman's comment about that? I'd love to hear
I
this.
don't know. I don't want to talk about it. I don't care.
What is it with him? He's a coward today.
No, it's like I got
Them
nothing.
are fighting words.
I want to talk about those Oklahoma kids.
Them
You want
are
to talk about
fighting
them either.
words.
Well, then I'll let him
You
fight
know,
with
that's
Bruce.
Oklahoma.
Bruce in here.
No,
He'd
no,
do a good
nothing.
sport.
They've already
Good.
they've already lost some recruits over this though. They had a kid back out of his oral commitment a day after
Over this
Oral
Yes.
scandal.
Yes.
Yeah, right.
There you go again.
So we have one more email for the Ocho Man. Lewis
Your mother made an oral commitment right here.
Hey, go.
Lewis is wanting to know what the best sporting event is
Hang
that
on.
you've been
We
to.
got sound effects now. Go ahead.
Yeah. What was that?
Lewis wants to know what everybody's best sporting event they've been to, and if there's one that you would really like to go to that you have not been.
The Bolshoi.
Which one for you?
It's the ballet.
I mean, running with the bulls is something I know that Ocho
come
Man's
on.
talked
That's
about.
what you wanna do that?
I can't wait to do that
Oh,
one day,
you're
man.
nuts.
I
Running
can't.
with the
fantastic.
Bulls.
Why? That's my bucket list. I want to run with the Bulls, and I just want to.
Jordan and
It's not
Pippen?
a sport?
That's a sport.
Oh, come on.
Oh, it's a sport. Yes, it is.
What the hell? It's
they take
physical,
score?
man.
Oh,
What's
You're
the
running
object?
down. You're running
what
down the
is it? Yeah,
streets. You've
how
got
do you
these.
win?
You
Just
can
not getting
make it
gored?
to survive.
Yeah, not getting gored.
Well, no, that's
Why
how
don't you play rollerball then with James Caan? What the hell's the matter with you?
I'm not putting fucking skates.
You
on
get
it.
to the bowl, or you get to the arena, you climb over the wall. You're a winner. That's how you win.
Well, why don't you fight a bull then? Why don't you go into
I
bullfighting?
don't want to get into bullfighting.
He doesn't want to be a matador. He just
wait a
wants to
minute.
run with the
I don't
bulls.
want to
Torero.
hurt a bull either. I don't want to hurt a bull. I want the bull to chase me.
That's the
down
sport you
street.
wanna do,
I
RC.
want to touch the fucking bull's head. That's,
You do. That's big props for that. If
Yeah.
you can touch the head between the horns,
yeah.
as you're running between the
Why
horns,
don't you do it with
that's
me?
a big deal.
Are you
Do it
nuts?
with me, Armand.
I'll climb the
You
Matterhorn
and me.
with you before I'd run the bulls.
Oh, pussy. That's what I see. I see a big vagina.
So, Ocho Man, what's the best sporting
You're
event
the
you've been
Ocho Vag.
What's that?
to? What's the best sporting event you've been to?
Best sporting event I've been to was I guess I gotta say it was a Mizzou game, and this was against Illinois, and this was maybe 15 years ago, 18 years ago, or something like that. Illinois was really good back then in football. They just got off. They were in Gator Bowl and all that. I mean, they came to Mizzou. And Mizzou beat them. And Mizzou was, I mean, we weren't
Hey, were
good.
you at the game that remember the game where Colorado had 5 downs?
Yeah, I
Can you
remember
imagine
that?
that?
5 downs in that.
Remember that?
Goddamn.
Oh, very
Was
well.
that-
Was that Coach Woody?
indefensible?
Was that Coach Woody Woodenhofer?
Yeah, I think
Who
that
the
was Woody.
hell is a coach?
You
of that
can't
team?
fucking count
Yeah.
5.
Are you kidding me?
Call a timeout. Go, hey, douchebag. They just had their 4th down.
Yeah, they had 5 downs. Unbelievable.
Yeah, that's
No,
big.
and
that
nobody
was
said
big
anything.
eight.
If
Big
I'm the
eight.
coach
Wow,
and
that's
they're
something.
getting ready to snap that
When did
ball,
that happen? 80s?
1990.
90, okay.
It let Colorado,
Colorado
win
won the
a
national-
national
yeah, that's right.
championship
National champs,
because
that's
they
right.
won it on that call and they won it on a phantom holding call on a
Oh, my
Rocket
God.
Ishmael's punt return
That
in the
was
Orange Bowl that would have won
unbelievable.
Notre Dame the
That
championship.
was unbelievable. That was unbelievable.
5 downs.
I'm telling you,
They that will live in infamy.
if I was the coach of the Tigers,
Infamy.
Whatever.
yeah,
Hey,
That's an insomnia.
Any more?
That's all the emails.
All right.
I don't want it near schools. I don't want it sold to kids. That's an insomnia.
Our emails were brought to you by
Volkswagen
Ignotainment, right?
By the Ignotainment Media Network.
by Porsche.
Again, you guys got to check out our new show here. Let's
If we're
get
gonna
it
have a
on.
sponsor, we might as well just make it up ourselves. Porsche. Let's let them sponsor.
Yeah, there you
Testarossa.
go.
Well, can I get
Armand,
back
here
to
it is. Just do
Have our own
Porsche
sponsorship.
Say it,
Porsche.
There is no substitute.
Ferdinand Porsche.
Let's
Mercedes-Benz.
let's get
The
back to our
ultimate
show
driving
here.
machine.
Let's get it.
No, that's BMW.
Let's
Yeah,
get it
BMW.
on. Shut the fuck up. One
Tesla
minute.
for Mr.
1
Tesla,
minute.
Yeah.
Mr. Electric over
Yeah,
here.
brought to you by
Mr.
Tesla.
Alternating current.
Yeah, Tesla should give us something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
As
you
much
drive
as
their
I
car.
talk about their goddamn car all the time.
Well, and how much you had to spend to buy it, I'm sure.
So I thought we just make our own sponsors. The hell with them.
Yeah.
yeah, hopefully eventually they'll start sending us a
Mr.
check.
Clean.
Let's on the next show come up with one.
I'm gonna come up with a sponsor. We'll make our own damn.
Brought to you
commercial.
by herpes. The gift that
likes.
keeps on giving.
Forever.
Okay. Hey,
The red
Owens,
rash of love.
T.O., you can kick back with us and do the wordage if you'd like.
Oh, we have a word today.
Yeah,
good.
we got 3 words.
3 words.
I'm going to go on a limb and say I don't know it. So
Okay, then why don't you get the fuck out of here? Then? And no, just kick back if you want. If you want to
Try
leave,
not
you
to
can
bump
leave.
your head against the boom
Okay.
mic.
All right, and thanks a lot there, T.O. With
Hey, thanks, Tim.
Yes.
you're welcome, guys.
For
all
those
right.
obnoxious emails. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks. See you,
I bet he
Bruce.
writes them himself.
I hope not, because I really.
I want to see a wrestling match between you and Bruce.
All right, our 3 words of the day. I got 3 words this time.
Good.
Let's go with the first one. Obviously, I'm going to be asking these 2 first,
Sure.
and then it comes to you.
Of course.
Our first word is nonage.
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 I'm going to defer here to Mr.
Tony?
Hubert.
Nonage.
That's the word I said.
Can you use it in a sentence?
I'm not playing that.
Can I get the
Indian
country
and
of origin,
Asian
please?
kid
Yeah,
shit.
hey, listen. What is this? Some
just-
Indian? It's like the Indian kids at the spelling
Yeah,
bee. They had to
15.
put a time limit on those pricks. How long they took?
Okay,
Is there an alternative
you
definition?
No.
You obviously don't know.
Nonage?
Yeah, that's why he said
the,
nonage.
the state or being of having none. Nonage.
Well, that was a good guess, but no.
Is it youth?
Well, now you're in the very close.
Being,
Can you
being
get,
green, kind of inexperience?
no.
Okay.
It's a lack of maturity.
Well, inexperience.
Yeah,
Uh,
you were in the
youth
ballpark.
and-
You were in the ballpark. He was in the ballpark.
all right.
Can we give him a half?
He gets half a point.
Half
it's
a
on
point.
the board.
Our next word is spondylix. Spondylix.
Spondylix?
Yeah.
Can you spell that?
Spondulix. Spondylix.
I've heard spondylix, but I think it's
Spondylix.
Spondylix.
Again, I defer to Tony Hubert.
It's I know this one. It's when you take a spoon and you put it in fondue and you lick it. Spondylix.
No.
yeah. Give him the.
No.
I thought that was a expression for money.
Yes.
Ah,
Yes.
yeah.
That's it. The expression for money.
Yes,
It's an old word.
The elusive spondylix.
Perfect. All right. You got a one on that one. And our last word.
So I'm up 1.5. So I can't be caught.
Well, they could always get you on the date.
Oh, we have the truth. Okay.
The pusillanimous.
Pusillanimous.
Yeah, that's it.
Pusillanimous.
Oh, you guys should know this. It describes Ochoman to a T today.
All right, shut up for a second. Let them think about it. You gave a big hint there.
Yeah, I know.
I'm going to go with scared.
No.
Unwilling to have an opinion.
I know. It's cowardly.
Yeah. I think scared.
Scared and
That counts.
unwilling to have an opinion.
Lacking courage or resolution.
Is that the Ocho Vag?
Once again, Armand holds serve. And this date in history, March 13th, is it?
And tomorrow,
Friday 13th.
we were just talking about tomorrow's
tomorrow,
Pie Day,
Pie Day.
and we had to explain that to the Ocho Man. Now, do
Okay.
you know what Pie Day is?
Pie Day is the entire day with
Shut your pie hole.
Shut your pie hole, yeah.
No. Pie. Well, you guys know, pi is,
The mathematical.
it's
The mathematical terminology
3.14.
to let you find the circumference of a
right.
circle.
Well, it's the ratio of the circumference to the diameter of a circle.
And we wonder why we're losing fucking audience.
It only took. I counted it because it took 14 seconds.
All
that
right.
definition.
This
it's also
day-
Einstein's birthday tomorrow.
Oh, is it really? I didn't know that.
Yep. Yes, it is. It's also mine.
Oh, your birthday,
Wow.
too?
Wow.
Well,
Who do you
hey,
think was more
happy
significant to
birthday.
civilization?
Birds of a feather.
Einstein or Tony?
I would say Tony.
Oh, of course.
Tony's doing this show. Einstein's not here, is he?
Yeah, fuck
No,
that
no.
guy.
What the hell's he come up with? Splitting an atom. Who
Hey,
cares?
see?
He
Get out of
he
here.
didn't do
See,
that.
Einstein?
Theory of relativity. Still a theory.
I got you, Einstein, right here.
Hey, see?
This date.
He was born in Leiden, was he? Einstein.
All
Leiden,
right.
Germany, or Leiden, Switzerland?
Or was it Ulm? I think he was born in Ulm.
All right.
Look that up, Chris.
Okay, we'll do it for our next show here. What this date
The
in
fans
history?
want to know.
1894.
Mm-hmm.
J.L. Johnstone
Ulm.
of England
Ulm. Mhm.
invented this. It for
For what?
well, you know what? Just the name alone should give it to you.
Can I hear it again?
J.L. Johnstone of England invented this.
JL.
Johnstone?
Well, you're lucky I wasn't
Yeah.
giving these questions on this millionaire show.
Yeah.
How about Kleenex?
Yeah, but he gave us multiple choice.
No,
I think
it's not
Kleenex was actually from World War
Why
I.
the
That
fuck
was
would
from
I
the
give him
gas mask.
Kleenex? Time out. Why would I get? This is a sports-related thing.
Oh, you didn't preface
this is
that.
sports.
This
Oh.
is all sports. Every one of these that I've done has been about sports.
What sporting goods could an Englishman invent?
1894?
1894, J.L. Johnstone
He invented the
from England.
He invented the
An Englishman from England.
the FA Cup.
No,
Let's go
just
with...
guess. You're not gonna get shit.
Soccer cleats.
Goal-
Yeah,
Goalposts?
okay. Goalpost? No. Yeah, I guess you were closest though. J.L. Johnstone of England, on this date, invented the horse racing starting gates.
Oh, okay.
That revolutionized horse racing.
Well, they didn't use those for a long time.
How would
especially-
I know that from J.L. Johnstone?
Yeah, I don't know what the.
Wouldn't you think they'd name that after
You
him?
should-
Well, I
Yeah,
would,
called
but
the
they
Johnstone
didn't.
Gate? I've never heard
Yeah.
that. Is that
Yeah.
what it's called?
Oh,
That's
is
what-
it? Okay, I had no idea.
Look, you know horses. Is it true that before that they just put a rope across
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
track
they did
and
that
then
for-
lined
yeah,
everybody up?
birdies.
And they either it was above everyone, the horses' heads,
Okay.
where they'd all try to line up in a group. And still, they sometimes do this when it comes to that jumping race. What's
Steeplechase.
Steeplechase.
Yes.
They still do that because they got so many horses in that race. But there were some races that the rope was kind of like a string to where they would all line up there and just go over the string, and it was acceptable on that notion too. In 1960, we got football history.
Oh, there's another? Oh,
I
now
got
we have-
one more.
Oh.
1960 football history. Which NFL team changes cities today?
The Kansas City.
Wrong.
No, hold on. I know this though.
Well, you're wrong with Kansas City.
No. The Dallas Texans become the Kansas City Chiefs.
No.
Chicago Cardinals?
Yes.
Wow.
Chicago Cardinals.
That was a real guess. Holy moly.
Well, you did it again.
Did I get my
Armand?
donuts today?
You know what? I was in a hurry today. Next Tuesday. Next
Don't
Tuesday.
buy Krispy Kreme stock, by the way.
Why?
You got hit pretty bad.
Well,
Looks
give us
bad.
your stock.
I like Disney.
Disney.
If it's below 105, which it might be today, jump on it.
I like Disney as well. I'll
Disney.
tell you why.
Yeah, let's hear
Got a
you.
lot coming out.
The tentpole releases for the next coming
They got another
five
Frozen
years
Frozen coming
have been
out.
announced.
Two more
Frozen
Star
2,
Wars.
the
Two more Star Wars
Star
movies.
Wars Episode 8, and the first Star Wars spin-off, which is either called In Rogue or
really?
Rogue One or something like
And
that.
they're opening a a Disney World in
not
Shanghai.
Six Flags.
Shanghai.
Yeah,
And
Shanghai. That's
China.
there.
And
That'd
China.
be strange if they were opening a Six Flags.
Yes, that's a competition.
No, but
We'll have
that's a
we'll
good
have an
tip.
Ochoman park.
That would be great.
Boy.
It'd just be like horse racing, slot machines, horse betting.
Cigars.
There'd be hot
Whiskey.
chicks. There'd be
Yeah, strippers.
Well,
That
yeah,
strippers would let you
footballs.
on the rides.
Oh, God bless
Somebody.
Welcome to Ocho Land.
Well,
I'd go to
speaking of
Ocho Land.
Ocho Land
Speaking
for
of
my
that, you ever
betters
play,
out there,
You ever play any of those
Hang
golf
on.
tournaments where they have like naked women and strippers and stuff?
I'll tell you that off the air.
Okay. Oh, that's
Get ready. Get set. It's time for the Ocho Man's Big Picks of the Day.
Well, the Ocho Man, well, since you gave me that Black Friday, you put the jinx on me with your
Friday
Skype.
Friday the 13th.
Nah, yeah, on that Skype thing, you kind of put a little jinx on me. I'm
like
trying
it.
to get all over it right now. I've been 500, and the one day I was below 2 games on the 500. So, but we're gonna bounce back here today, guys. We the Ocho Man's really excited about these plays. We got NBA play: Sacramento versus the Sixers. Sacramento visits Philly. Sacramento last back-to-back win. How about November 22nd against the Timberwolves? They've been on a 6-game away trip so far, and they still got 2 more coming up here tonight with Philadelphia and 1 with Washington. So they got 8 games on the road, all 8 games. And you're looking at this one, 8 games on the road. I'm not buying into it. Sixers
8 in a row?
8 games in a row here.
Holy
This is
moly.
their 6th one tonight. They're taking on a Philadelphia team.
Is that common?
For the West Coast teams, it is.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
I don't see that too many times, though. There's a break somewhere in the 4th
Okay.
game or something like that. But 6 games on the road so far, and tonight's their 7th game, and they finish out with Washington. Sixers actually, they play well at home. Their last 5 wins have all come at home, and now Sixers are the home dogs here, +3. You know what, my friends? It's not going to happen. Sacramento, like I said, they haven't won back-to-back since November 22nd of last year, and it's not going to happen tonight. I think the Sixers dig in as the home dogs +3. I'm all over Philadelphia on this one.
I was hoping you were going that way.
Do they have a money line on that game, too?
I didn't check that out. I'm sure. I swear to God,
money line?
I did not check that one out. I should have, but I don't think it's going to be too crazy. I think it's going to be 140, 150 either way.
Okay.
Yeah, it's going to be fairly even. But the Sixers in the past week they dropped one on the Atlanta Hawks out of the blue.
Yeah. I see this one being, Tony, 103-98. I like the Sixers outright win here.
It feels like a game that's going to tip 200 on over-under, but probably be right under 205, 206.
And that's exactly what the over and under on this one is, 205, 206. So we'll see what happens on that one. We got a 3-game NCAA basketball parlay that I'm going to be playing tonight as well. I hope to get this in. The UTEP game, I think that's the UTEP or Cincinnati game. One of these two tip off at 3 Central Time. It's Arkansas -6 today.
Uh-oh.
We got UTEP -4.5 today, and we got Cincinnati -2.5. I'm taking all these three on a 3-game parlay on this. It's not a money line or anything like that. I'm taking these with the points here. I'm giving them all. They're all favorites, and I like all these spots here. I'm going to take Arkansas, UTEP, and Cincinnati on a parlay. And our last action for the day is we like the Islanders tonight at -210. They're playing. I think they're playing. Was it Anaheim? I forgot to write it down. I just wrote down the team that I like here. I do believe they're playing. Yeah, I think they're playing Anaheim tonight. I'm not sure, but I got the Islanders -210, and I like the puck line here too, -1.5. Let's stay on this crazy train with New York. They're unstoppable this year. The Islanders, it's a team that was having all sorts of problems.
I didn't know they were that good
for many years. Yeah, I mean,
horrible.
You never talked about the Islanders. Always the Rangers, and now the Islanders are making a statement here, and they're -210, and that's a big line, I know. But I'll tell you what, if you're
going to lay that, huh?
I'm going to lay it. I'm going to lay it down here. I'm going to take the Islanders -210 and the puck line -1.5. And my other game here, I like Dallas-Washington game. I like the over on this one, 5.5. That's all I got for you guys out there. And I tell you what, let's hear a little bit of a shout-out to how they could get a hold of us there, Chris.
Yeah, you can reach us at the website, ochoman.com, info@ochoman.com for email. You can find us on Facebook, on all the social media sites, at Ochoman Podcast, and Stitcher. You can download the show. iTunes, you can download the show.
We got a big plug, didn't we? We got a big plug from them.
We got a big plug on the new Let's Get It On show on iTunes, and also on the new and hot section on iTunes. Ochoman by Nabal has been consistently in the new and hot section on iTunes for about the last month.
How about that, guys?
Jeez,
I can't do the show without you guys. Armand, what you got going this weekend?
Well, I might have that date, I hope.
Oh, yeah.
Tony,
what
feel
about you?
something below that waist.
Yeah, I'm gonna eat some of those tainted bananas.
What about you, Tony? You got anything going?
Big birthday celebration.
Big birthday.
Me and Albert.
Birthday. There you go. And Chris?
I'm going to be remotely celebrating his birthday from my house. So.
All right.
Yeah, happy
good.
birthday.
I tell you what, my friends from the Ochoman and the gang here, we'll see you next week. Ochoman is out of here.
It ain't over now. Because when the going gets tough, the tough get going. Who's with me? Let's go. Come on.
The Ochoman, behind the 8 ball. Only on Ignotainment. Leave us your questions and comments below this podcast in the comments section of the iTunes podcast store.